shot there, and not a bad effort from the full-back, who's still looking for his first goal this season, the only ever present, in fact, in the Rangers side, playing his 20th consecutive game tonight.
Yeah, we're hoping to get Rangers will be hoping to get David Robertson into forward positions, because in the first 5 minutes of this game, Tony Dorigo has made great runs from the left-back position for Leeds and get tailing crosses into the box. And I'm sure Rangers will be looking for David Robertson to do the same.
So the high ball there from Goff, it's headed down by McCoist, picked up by Haitley. Batty's in there. The hard, competitive player he is. David Batty. Well, he's only scored 3 goals in his career, and still waiting for number 1 this season, but more a player who wins the ball, and the longest serving outfield player for Leeds United. So Lukic coming well out of his goal. Chapman's in there. McAllister in support. It's laid off by Cantona. There's McAllister again. Cut out though by Durant. This is Stuart McCall. He was trying to find Ali McCoy, so it was well cut out though by Newsom. This is Batty to Strachan. Cantona again, chesting it down there for McAllister. He wanted too much time in the ball. He lost out initially to Trevor Steven. Now it's Ian Durant. He's got Haitley in front of him. McPherson's running in support. There's McPherson now. It's closed down by Dorigo. Back to Durant it goes. Laid off by McCoist. Away though by Dorigo. Chapman's header. Well, he was looking for Gordon Strachan, but McCall's back there. Trevor Steven has drifted over to the left side of the field. And the ball swept out of play by Fairclough.
It's important tonight that Richard Goff, John Brown, McPherson and Robertson push up in the Leeds front line, because Cantona and Lee Chapman have got no real pace to get in behind defenders, nor has Gordon Strachan, who prefers the ball played into his feet.
So it's Ian Ferguson with Batty, and with a real tussle between those two before the night's out. But now it's Durant for Rangers, aiming it at the head of Haitley. And the ball goes out for the throw-in to Leeds United, tightening against their own corner flag. Well, tonight is Rangers' 154th European tie, their 60th in the Champions Cup. Very experienced side indeed, but so too are Leeds, who have lost just 17 times in 90 European ties. That's a formidable record. But here comes Durant for Rangers now to McPherson. Again, the Leeds players closing their opponents down quickly. At speed, switching the play to Cantona. It's well cut out by John Brown. He spotted the challenge coming through from Lee Chapman. Put forward now by Durant, chested down by McCoist to Trevor Steven. Robertson at full stretch there, but again Steven running in support. Bit of slack play gives it to McAllister. Now it's Tony Dorigo, player of terrific pace. Good hard tackling full-back as well. McAllister across to Fairclough. Cantona. So Leeds very much in the driving seat, leading by a goal to 0, and happy to knock the ball about, much to the annoyance of the huge Rangers support here tonight. And of course, if Rangers dive into challenges, they'll maybe just get themselves into some more trouble. It really is a crucial stage of the match for them. They've really got to get themselves back in here, but Leeds are playing so well. The offside flag is up there against Cantona.
Yeah, Rangers are going to have to show tremendous character and a lot of patience as well, so they don't go chasing the game after that hammer blow in the first minute.
So it's McCall to Steven. McCall again. The Rangers players finding it very difficult to get any space at all, but here comes John Brown. McCoist laid off to Steven. That's a good challenge by David Batty. That's McAllister. Switch of play to Gary Speed, the Welshman. Knocks it down there to Dorigo. Gary Speed again, taking on David McPherson. McPherson did well there under pressure. Now it's Ian Ferguson. Richard Gough is breaking out of defence, trying to get his team going. It's switched to the right now to Stuart McCall. Gough is still pushing well forward. It's played through to Ali McCoist. Ian Ferguson. And the ball going well wide of target. So a disappointing effort there from Rangers. Well, Trevor Stephen was brought back to Ibrox to play in this type of arena. It's his 8th start since coming back from Marseille. He missed the first leg against Lyngby, but played in Denmark. He's got 1 goal to his credit so far this season. There's Richard Gough with the header. But again, it runs out of play for the throw into Leeds.
I think Rangers will need to sort the Gary Speed problem out as well. Obviously, the better names in the Rangers midfield, the bigger names, Gary McAllister, Gordon Strachan, David Beattie. But I'll tell you, Gary Speed's a wonderful player, and he's causing Rangers problems. He's popped up on the left, the right, the centre of the defence, and in the Rangers box, and they're not quite sure how to handle him so far.
So it's Richard Gough having to play it back to Gorham. Strachan snapping away at his heels there as ever. It's a header from Chris White. The offside flag goes up against the lone figure of Gordon Strachan. He nodded off there for a moment. But, what a terrific credit he is to himself and his club. 35 years of age and still enjoying his football. So it's Gorham's long kick. It's put out by White. Robertson's header for Rangers. Nudged on by Gough. The offside flag went up though against Paisley and McCoist. So, as I said earlier, only 5 clubs have gone through, Scottish clubs have gone through against English sides over the years. Rangers did it against Wolves. Dunfermline managed it twice against Everton and West Brom. Aberdeen defeated Ipswich, and of course Celtic defeated Leeds United in those classics back in 1970. But certainly the weight of history falls on the side of the English teams, and they're proving it again here tonight, with Leeds United leading Rangers by a goal to 0. There's the scorer, McAllister, but he's well challenged this time by Ian Ferguson. Now it's Ian Durrant for Rangers. He plays it through to McCoist. Leeds have got plenty of players back now. Here's Ian Durrant. He's been pursued there by Speed, and eventually it's Fairclough flipping it away to McAllister, and Leeds looking quite comfortable. This is Eric Cantona to David Beattie. It's Gordon Strachan. Looking for Cantona again. It's Brown stepping in now. There's Beattie reading the situation well, charging through, taking the return there from Chapman. Now it's played to McAllister. Dorigo is breaking on the left, but the ball falling in just behind them there. McAllister flipping it forward to Speed. Person gets a touch only as far as Beattie. Person's in there again. Rangers are finding it difficult to break out of their own half. It's Dorigo playing it forward. He's unhappy there with the challenge by McCall. In fact, the referee had spotted it, and he's awarded the free kick against McCall.
I don't think there's any doubt, Jerry, that in the first 20 minutes or so, Leeds seem to have got a grip of the midfield, and when you look at the midfield, it's very talented. 4 international players spread across the middle of the park, and they're running the show at the moment.
So the free kick to be taken by Dorigo. Loading in the high one. Trouble here again for Rangers. Fairclough's in there. So too was White. And the two of them always carrying a threat at set pieces. It's Dorigo's clearance. Chapman climbing for it. It's cut out by Gough. Ian Ferguson to McPherson. Through to McCoist. Durrant looking for Haitley. The chance went for Ali McCoist. Oh, and that's brave goalkeeping by John Lukic. A good build-up by Rangers. Durrant involved, so too was Haitley. McCoist come racing in, and very brave goalkeeping by Lukic.
Very close here. Lovely little downwards header by Mark Haitley. But as you said, Jerry, John Lukic's brave goalkeeping dives at the feet of Ali McCoist.
So Rangers at last carrying a threat in this match with almost 20 minutes gone. And Hateley bundled off the ball by Newsom. John Newsom came into the side this season when Mel Sterling went out injured. So Rangers quickly take the kick. It's Trevor Stephen. In for the head of Hateley. And headed behind by Chris Fairclough. So the Rangers fans getting right behind their team now. At last they're starting to show something. The corner kick awarded, and of course David McPherson and Richard Gough have moved right into the 6-yard area. As Ian Durrant strikes the ball. Lukic commits himself. And the ball's over the line. It's a goal for Rangers. Well, a complete miscue by the goalkeeper. 20 minutes gone. The goalkeeper tried to punch it clear. The ball crossed the line.
Well, this is dreadful goalkeeping error here by John Lukic. It sort of climbs over a few bodies and actually punches it into his own net. Dorigo tries to clear it, but the ball clearly over the line. Rangers back in the game. Just flights the ball in here, Durrant. Lukic well up, climbs over a few bodies. Terrible mistake. And as you can see there, the ball well over the line. Rangers right back in this game now.
Well, Rangers won, Leeds United won, and all of the drama we expected in the way here tonight is unfolding. Well, Rangers losing a bad goal from a defensive point of view after just a minute, and then a crazy equaliser there, gifted to them. He put that down. It's an own goal by John Lukic, and Rangers fired up now. It's Ali McCoist. And another corner kick to Rangers. Well, suddenly, Gordon, Rangers are right back in it.
Yeah, and I don't think John Lukic will be looking forward to this corner kick, because he made a right hash of the last one. But Howard Wilkinson was saying only last week how poorly they're defending at set pieces this season.
So in an intimidating atmosphere like this, it's always difficult for goalkeepers. That was a shot going in there from Ian Ferguson, who's got 2 goals to his credit this season.
Yeah, tries a different approach this time. Ball flighted out to the edge of the box. Ian Ferguson gets over it, but no real power and no real accuracy.
So John Lukic, like the other goalkeepers who have come here to Ibrox, must find this crowd intimidating, breathing down his neck there. I remember Chanov, the Kiev goalkeeper, making a dreadful mistake here that allowed Rangers right into the game a few years back. And that was something similar there. There seemed to be no danger at all. And I just wonder what he's thinking at the moment. He hasn't missed a league game for Arsenal or Leeds since 1987. He's got a terrific record, has John Lukic. Had a spell, of course, at Highbury, where he won League Cup medals and Championship medals, but tonight he knows now he's a real battle in his hands as Ian Durrant comes forward for Rangers. Ian Ferguson with David McPherson breaking in the right. He's closed down by Eric Cantona. This is Ian Ferguson, nice little feint there to get away from speed. It's Ferguson! Well, what a transformation in this game. Ian Ferguson making his 15th consecutive start tonight. He played in both games against Lyngby.
Yeah, it's a lovely bit of play being Ferguson. Just waltzes round Gary Speed. But unfortunately the ball just zooms past John Lucas's right hand post. But that goal gave all the Ibrox faithful here a big lift, and the players as well.
So Ian Ferguson certainly not afraid to have a shot at goal tonight, and enjoying this European arena again after illness and injury kept him out of the side for so long. Here's Mark Hateley, who will be relishing this now. It's Ferguson again, trying to find Durrant. It's well cut out now by Fairclough. John Brown sending it through. That's a dreadful clearance, so he had plenty of time to do better than that. It's Batty stepping in for Leeds. Challenged by McCall. And a good tackle there. It's picked up now by Durrant. It's 4 against 3 here. Durrant gets a second bite at it, but Newsom goes in. And the ball there eventually struck by Trevor Stephen. With a little bit of a deflection into the hands of John Lukic, and some of the Rangers fans claiming a penalty, but the referee rightly waving play on. Here's Gordon Strachan, nicely off to McAllister. It's well cut out by Richard Gough. Well, Rangers now have found their feet after that dreadful start, but they're under pressure again here, and Andy Gorham having to react quickly with Cantona racing through. Meanwhile, the offside flag went up there against Mark Hateley. The Belgian referee there signalling for the free kick to Leeds United. Robertson allows that to run through to his goalkeeper as the Rangers fans get right behind the team. Hateley climbing for it, McCoy's through there, it's cleared there by Newsom.
Yeah, I think the Leeds back four now are looking a lot more vulnerable. I mean, I think in 6 away games this season they've conceded 19 goals away from home, and Mark Hateley is just the man to take advantage of that if he crosses into the box.
So Rangers trying to push their way forward, but that man Gary Speed stepping in. Good play by him, played off by Cantona to Strachan. Switch now to Fairclough. Leaves it to Batty. He's getting some extra treatment from the crowd, but he is that kind of player. And Robertson in a tight corner there decides to concede the throw-in. I'm quite sure a few more dramas to unfold over this match tonight, and of course the return at Ellen Road to come up in a fortnight's time. Strachan trying to get forward, but the ball falls behind him. Played through to McCall. While Ian Ferguson seems to have taken a bit of a knock as the offside flag is up against Cantona. So this is Trevor Stephen for Rangers. To McPherson. Stephen again to Hateley. Good play this by Rangers, orchestrated there by Stephen, but Dorigo it was who got his foot in, and Rangers have the throw. Trevor Stephen shielding the ball well. McCall playing it through to Durant. It's a good pass. Still Durant. Through to Hateley. Durant again. Good play by Rangers. On the tackle there by Gordon Strachan. It's a corner kick to Rangers, but excellent play by Ian Durant.
Yeah, that was a lovely little 1-2 with Mark Hateley. Ian Durant played there. And the Rangers fans here, he just knocks the ball into Mark Hateley, scoops it over on Ali McCoy's head, goes for the 1-2, and the Rangers fans behind that goal are looking for a penalty kick here. They believe Gordon Strachan fouled Ian Durant, but the referee's awarded a corner kick.
And it's Durant who takes it again. It's whipped away though by Gary McAllister. Returned by John Brown. McPherson's onside. Oh, the flag in fact went up rather late over on the far side, but the referee had stepped in anyway. I think he wasn't too happy with McPherson's challenge.
No real chance of getting the ball there, and raises his right foot, and the referee's awarded a free kick for dangerous play.
So that's Durant's header. Newsom to Batty. Played through for Cantona, challenged by Gough. This is Trevor Stephen. Oh, heavy rain falling here at Ibrox. It's been a rather wet and gloomy day in Glasgow, and it was certainly gloomy for this large Rangers crowd after just a minute when Gary McAllister scored, but then an own goal by keeper John Lukic put Rangers back into the game, and they're certainly enjoying their best spell. It's Gary Speed trying to get forward. It's cut out goal by Richard Gough. Breaks through now to Ali McCoy, shadowed all the way by Chris White, and it's Dorigo who made the challenge. Rangers in a hurry to get on with things. McCall sending it there to McCoist. Takes the return, now it's Gough. Ferguson. Robertson's closed down by Strachan. Two former Aberdeen players, of course, but from slightly different eras. Well, Durant under pressure here from Strachan. Strachan does well, but Durant should really have cleared the danger there. This could be trouble for Rangers. Oh, Strachan floating it in, but no real problem eventually for Andy Gorham, but that was slack play by Ian Durant. And no one will have to tell him that. This is Betty. Strachan, Cantona is lurking in the middle. He goes on a run. He's watched carefully by Richard Gough. And Gough puts in a good challenge there to concede the throw-in. So just over half an hour gone. 1 goal apiece here at Ibrox Stadium. It's Batty for Leeds United. This is Chris White. Speeds in there. If he can get that onto his left foot, and the ball goes behind for the corner. Well, he is such a dangerous player. Very good left foot on him. And Rangers had to react quickly.
Yeah, it was a terrific recovery tackle there with John Brown, because Gary Speed, nice control in the box, just poked it forward a little bit, got his shot in, but John Brown comes zooming across the box to get the block in. Well, I've got another corner kick now, Leeds United, and of course Gordon Strachan going over to the other side of the field to take it now.
So of course the aerial threat apparent as ever. Chris White now is lurking on the edge of the 6-yard area. There he gets the touch, the ball's off the post there from Newsome. Well, Rangers survive. Chris White it was, getting his head to the ball at the near post, and Newsome come in at the far side, sent it against the post, and here come Leeds United again through Gordon Strachan. Well, what a let off there for Rangers. It's still Strachan who plays some fine football. The offside flag goes up though. The offside flag has gone up, but some delightful football by Gordon Strachan. But certainly the corner kick caused Rangers all kinds of problems. They lost the opening goal from a corner, and of course Leeds lost their goal from a corner. Yeah,
but good corner kicks like that are very difficult to defend against, particularly somebody as tall as Chris White, and that was a real let-off. Newsome coming in there with a diving header and just coming up off the post.
It's Newsome again sending it through, looking for Lee Chapman. John Brown provides a cover, and the clearance high upfield from Andy Gorham. Batty's in there. The offside flag had gone up though against the Rangers strike force, just a few yards inside the Leeds half. Ali McCoy had straight forward. Lee Chapman signalling for the ball, and it's Chris White who takes it. He sends it in the direction of Chapman. Brown's in there with him. In comes Gary Speed. It's Batty now getting the chant, and Gary McAllister sending the ball over the crossbar. Well, Ali McCoy will have to be rather careful with the offside situation. But here were Leeds coming forward. Some excellent play this by Gordon Strachan.
Yeah, he's well offside here, but it was a lovely bit of football here. He just waltzes round Andy Gorham and sticks it into the empty net, but well offside.
And meanwhile, Ali McCoy had been caught offside at the other end of the field. Meanwhile, it's a throw-in to Rangers. The ball coming off Lee Chapman. 33 years of age, 9 goals so far this season for Chapman. I'm sure both managers will have plenty to say to the teams at half-time. The Leeds started as though they would sweep Rangers off the field. Rangers were not at all settled defensively, but the loss of the goal by John Lukic has certainly undermined the Leeds defence quite a bit. And here come Rangers again. Richard Gough charging forward at every opportunity, leading by example as the Rangers captain. He's closed down there though by Chris White. And Trevor Stephen losing out. And Gough caught up field here, so the burden falls on John Brown. Well, that's a terrible clearance here by Andy Gorham. It's picked up by Strachan. He runs onto the return there from Chapman. Well, what a mistake there from an international goalkeeper. He had plenty of time. It's not as though he was under any immediate pressure. And really, it's amazing to see so many seasoned players making so many mistakes in this first half. The nerves are jangling. And Haitley falls to the ground there as he was challenged by Fairclough, and the free kick is awarded.
I don't think there was any real intent there on Chris Fairclough's behalf. I think they just, their legs get tangled up a bit and Haley fell to the ground.
So Ferguson trying to find a gap here, getting around to his left foot, and not a bad effort again. Well, he's tested the goalkeeper on several occasions, as Ian Ferguson.
Yeah, I think he's looking a little bit nervy, John Lucas, and no wonder after conceding that corner kick, because that wasn't such a powerful shot from Ian Ferguson, and he never really grasped it that cleanly. Bobbled off his chest a little bit and sort of get his hands to it at the second attempt.
So this is Fairclough for Leeds. Chapman's header to Strachan. Ferguson doing some sterling defensive work now, gets the ball to Trevor Stephen. It's played through to Ali McCoist. He broke off his marker. Chris White there. It's played now to McPherson. That's Trevor Stephen. McCall being chased all the way by Speed. McPherson again to Goff. The Rangers committing a lot of players forward here. This is Ian Ferguson. David Robertson breaking now in the left. What's a magnificent effort by David Robertson, and a fine save by John Lukic, diving there to his right and pushing the ball behind for the corner kick. Well, David Robertson doesn't score many goals.
Yeah, it was a nice patient build-up that by Rangers, and played it across the box, and David Robertson comes onto it here and thunders in a left foot shot. John Lukic didn't look so nervous here, did he? Terrific save.
So that'll do his confidence a power of good. Well, Leeds still under pressure here. Well, Ali McCoist claiming it was impeded, but the ball goes behind for another corner to Rangers. Well, this would be a good time for another Rangers goal, there's no doubt about that. The minutes ticking away towards half-time. Just about 8 minutes of this first half left. Trevor Stevens' corner. Ali McCoist! It was David McPherson's header, and Ali McCoist finished it off. 36 minutes gone. Ali McCoist for Rangers. He gets his 25th goal of the season. It was David McPherson who bravely went in. Powerful header there, blocked by the goalkeeper, and Ali McCoist to get his first goal in the European Cup this season.
Yeah, this match seems to be all about corner kicks this evening. A great downward header by David McPherson. Lukic couldn't hold it, and Ali McCoist, as he so often is, in the right place at the right time, knocks the ball into the net. What a great time to get a goal. As I said earlier, Howard Wilkinson very concerned about the amount of goals Leeds were losing from set pieces, and that seems to be the case this evening. Because really, if you look at their league record, 6 away matches this season, Leeds United, and conceded 19 goals. That is a very bad statistic for the reigning English champions.
Well, Ali McCoist does it again for Rangers. Just about every occasion this season he's had these fans absolutely delighted. It really was a typical McCoist goal. Brave play by McPherson, and McCoist, well, his favourite position inside the 6-yard box, and look at the delight in his face. Well, 25 goals, including 2 hat-tricks, 2 penalties, 4 in one game against Falkirk.